So let's talk about you, Fire Tribe, for the week ahead. I do feel like, as a main energy in common for the three of you, there's a lot of focus in rest and recovery. I feel like some of you have been moving here too fast or doing something that has been too intense or too of a too much nature that has led to this moment where a real rest and pause is needed to reflect, to concentrate, to analyze the moment you are in. It's like some of you have lost track of the moment you are in, and you need to kind of focus and center yourself so you have a grasp of reality. I do feel like some of you have been a little bit, it's like you have been moving between an energy of illusion and truth. There's this dance, and you cannot quite decipher, or some of you have been having a hard time decipher what's real, what's not, who's real, who's not, and even decipher your own feelings. Like I feel like some of you have a lot of questions, a lot of unanswered questions when it comes to the substance and the reality of how things are and are to be. Some of you are also wanting to join a lot your current present energies to push to the future development. So it's like you're very oriented to bring more to your life, to create something or continue to develop something that you are seeing, that you're having kind of a vision that is going to help you out tremendously, build that, again, that image of future that you want to build. But at the same time, you are holding back during this week to check in. There's something here about you checking in with the things you have gathered so far. So the resources, the experiences, the relationships, the conversations. It's like taking a moment to soak everything in and listen to the internal space. Sit in that internal space, not only to rest and recover, but also to have answers. I feel like some of you, through prayer, through meditation, through some sort of silent retreat or moment, you can, it's like you can receive what you have been searching on the outside. And I also feel like some of you, again, you have been very busy or very you have been doing a lot of things at the same time and dealing with a lot of things at the same time, and you have reached a moment of burnout. And I also feel like some of you just want to curl and hide for some reason. So some of your fire signs might be really out of your element during this week. It might be the Cancer energy. We're just moving into Cancer season, so it might be that Cancer energy might be really hitting you and making you want to withdraw, make you want to hide, make you want to feel preserved and protected. So that during the next week, the week after this one, you're ready again to charge ahead. I don't feel like it's going to take much time for you, fire signs, to recover. I just feel like at least this week, it's like a low-key week. It's meant to be low-key. It's like that phase where you're shedding, the noise and the toxic elements you have absorbed and the negativity, and so that you can know, you're like clearing here your mental space and your emotional space, so that you know what to take with you, what it's important to take with you, and what's important to leave behind. For Aries, I do feel like this is about needing to make certain choices. It might be that some of you are very indecisive when it comes to your professional life. I do feel like one side of you wants to do something and another side of you is pulling you in a very different direction. And I feel like some of you have been seeking advice, or you are kind of using this time of doubt and questioning to listen to others, to listen to people, to listen to like to listen to people, or to listen to just outside information than the one you have, to help you. It's like I feel like you need another perspective, an outside perspective, to help you balance here and even your doubts for some reason. So I do feel like you have either that, or you're seeking inner validation. Again, it's like you already have maybe an idea or feeling of what you should be doing, but you don't trust it. It's like you don't trust your gut, you don't trust your intuitive voice. So you're seeking advice that might validate what you have inside of you. I also feel like some of you might be avoiding conflict. I feel like you're blocking out people that might be coming after you too hastily. It's like you might have complaints or criticism that is trying to. It's like there's an aggressive communicative energy that is trying to come to you, Aries. But I see you able to at least temporarily block it. So you might be blocking people from your life, from social media, from your workplace. You might be giving them just silent treatment, not responding, and that's actually your advice, is to not respond until you know what to respond. It's like, it's not that you shouldn't react, it's like maybe you don't know yet what's the right reaction again to have, what's the right action to have. So you're seeking here some time and some advice to get to that point where you understand what's the reaction to take, what's the action to take. I do feel like, again, there might be indeed someone or something trying to set you off of your balance, and it's like there's an energy that feels like this person dislikes to see you at peace. It's like you might be really trying very hard to bring peace and harmony to a situation, and someone keeps wanting to poke that, tease you, push that aggressive vibe out of you, so a confrontation can happen. For Leos, I do feel like Leos, you might be. There's something here about diagnosis. Like there might be some sort of diagnosis that might be concerning some of you. This diagnosis might be about your financial situation or your health, but it could also be that some of you are just in a moment where, again, diagnosis deals a lot with analysis. There's a need to analyze. There's a need to be mindful of the steps you are taking, especially if this is about some new endeavor or enterprise or beginning you really want to invest in. If this is the purchase of a new home, if this is the investment into a course, because I do feel like some of you might be interested in investing in some sort of classes or something associated with studies, or adding of information, adding of knowledge. Some of you might be wanting to invest in your education, basically, and the education might be formal education or any other type of education, or you might be wanting to invest just plainly into something that it could be done, and it definitely feels like it would take you to a better place than what you have been financially and creatively, but it might not yet be the time to risk it. Some of you might need to follow more here the rules, be by the book, be very conservative and cautious when it comes to finances and when it comes to giving away your resources, because I feel like someone is going to come in here and help you, like give you the right info, or there's something that's going to give you the steps that you should be taking so that you don't do something you might regret. I feel like this energy feels like a Taurus energy, so there might be a Taurus individual during the week really guiding you or wanting to kind of give you their expertise or their, again, diagnosis of a situation you're wondering about. I also feel like some of you Leos are just in a moment where you wish you wouldn't have to care so much, right? You want to feel alive, you want to feel energized, you want to feel like you want to be in this go moment, push, do, create, because you have so much desire and life force in you, but at the same time you keep being blocked or restricted by other things that are beyond your control, or that feel like they inhibit your growth, they inhibit your passions. It could be as well that if this is about love, You have so much desire, so much passion for someone or for love itself, to find love, but it feels like you have that very um very strong fire to give, and you keep bumping into situations that are trying to kind of take that fire or put that fire out, like people, the type of people you're encountering or the type of dynamics you are in might be more conservative, more rigid, more by the book, more traditional, when you just want to feel alive and live the love and live sexuality as well without so many inhibitions. For Sagittarius, I do feel like for Sagittarius, you are a little bit confused here when it comes to choices for the future. Some of you are really with your eyes in the future, like you're making plans to either go somewhere or invest into something as well. It does feel like you're looking at the world energy, so you're looking at something big. You're looking at some sort of plan or investment that you know is going to bring a lot to the table, and perhaps you're afraid of all of that expansion. It's like you might be expanding your businesses or your home or your family or your love life, and you want it, but at the same time you're a little bit scared. It's like you don't know if you can handle so much growth. I feel like some of you are fearing the success more than the failure. Some of you Sagittarius are fearing the success, because with it comes responsibility, and with the power and influence it comes that responsibility. So some of you are like fearing that you won't be able to be there for everything or be there for everyone. If you are in business, you might be attracting this crazy amount of clients, this crazy amount of attention over your work, people being drawn. It's like almost bewitched by your energy, because you have here a lot of your aura feels very there's this mystique about your aura, Sagittarius, that's very attractive to the eyes of the world. It's a very public time, but at the same time that it's a very public time, where there's that element of popularity over you or over something you're doing, there's a side to that popularity or to that spotlight that it's making you cringe. And I do feel like, who am I? Who am I supposed to be? What's the type of behavior I'm supposed to have? It's like a lack of consistency in terms of your personality or in terms of your behavior. And it could also be that it's a week where you might be easily seduced as well by temporary things. So there's a challenge here for some of you Sagittarius in distinguishing real success from forged success, real friends from fake friends, real love from smoke mirrors kind of love, fantasy love. So there's a lot of that separation that I feel also many of you are in need to look and check in. I also feel like if some of you just want to travel and go somewhere, like you want to really spin the globe and just go, but at the same time you don't know yet where is the next adventure or where's the next investment, or it's like you are, and there's so many options that you start to, the more you have, the less you know. That's the kind of vibe I'm feeling here. So I hope you have a great week, Fire Tribe. If you would like to have a reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of June, as usual, I have 2 special sales offers available, and one, it's a mid-year reading. It's a reading that looks into the second half of 2019 and what kind of experiences, challenges, opportunities might be a part of that time frame for you. And the other one, it's called Masquerade Ball. It's a specific themed reading which looks into aspects of your life that might be disguised and concealed from the objective understanding, what's the truth underneath the mask of a situation or situations. So again, if you'd like to know more detail about those readings or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. I wish you a great week. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.